Surprise, motherfucker.
What is going on, guys? This is your boy Ryzak, bringing you another gameplay commentary, and today I'm bringing you guys a 3v3 UMG gameplay match. It was actually basically a 2v3 because, you know, J-Will could not connect to Tetra for some reason, and I don't know why. He was one bar in the whole entire time, so he couldn't really get a kill. I think he gets a couple kills on accident, and it was actually really funny on the party. But yeah, guys, so today, guys, we'll be doing a review over two controllers and one thing that's not a controller that might benefit you in the short run, not in the long run, of course. But let's get right into the review today, guys. It's Scuf Gaming versus Cinch Gaming versus Claw Gaming. No, I'm kidding. Just Claw, where you claw your fingers to make a claw. So yeah, let's get right into it. Let's start with the Scuf, because Scuf is the #1 controller there is. That's what I've heard. Well, at least the bigger teams like Optic, Envious, FaZe, who else? Denial, blah blah blah. Major Call of Duty players and Call of Duty teams use Scuf because they have paddles on the back, and it's basically a brand that they can have whenever they are playing a event or whenever they're streaming, and be like, yeah, I'm sponsored by Scuf, and they'll be like, oh, that's really cool. That's pretty cool. But yeah, guys, there's a couple things I heard that is really good about the Scuf, and that is that the Scuf is very, you know, it's light, it's very, feels good on your hands whenever you're pressing the buttons instead of all crammed up, and it's nice and flow with the controller, and you can change your buttons around, and yeah. But there's also bad things about this controller where your paddles actually break on you. Over the past couple of months, it could break on you unless you don't take care of the controller. So that's what I've heard on that portion of Scuf. I haven't had one at all because I don't have enough money to buy a $200 Scuf. Otherwise I would, and actually do an unboxing video and all that kind of good stuff, but don't have that much money now. Christmas is around the corner, so your boy might be getting a Scuf or Cinch. You may never know. But yeah, guys, Cinch, on the other hand, is a good/great controller, only because it's really sturdy also, and it's like pretty good controller, I should say. I haven't used it, but that's what I've heard. The only bad thing about what I've heard is the buttons on the back whenever you press A or B or X or circle, whatever buttons you have on your buttons or your paddles, the buttons are really sensitive. So it's like whenever you like maybe even move across the button, and you jump or you slide or whatever, or you hit. But yeah, so that's the only bad thing I've heard about the freaking Cinch Gaming controller. But I've heard both great things about them. The only reason that people like Scuf is its name, and it's just like the way Beats are. You're buying the name or you're buying the product. It doesn't matter what a product is. You know, you got your Bose headphones or Bose speakers, but everybody wants those Beats because it's by Dr. Dre, but now it's by Apple. I don't know if you're buying the brand name only from Scuf, because Cinch does the same thing. It's just they have buttons underneath instead of paddles. So that's your opinion on what you want to buy. Also, it's just like that headphone situation if you're just buying the brand. But yeah, they both do the same thing. They're both capable of doing better than a normal controller. But since I said that, let's get right into the Claw. The Claw is where it originated from. Clawing, basically, if you want to claw somebody, like, you know, scratching their back really hard, but put that motion on your mouse. If you do that, that's how it really originated from competitive gaming on PC, and that's where it came from, PC to consoles. But if you claw your mouse, turn your hand to the right, your left or right, and then go to your controller. Then you have your claw. But the only reason I wouldn't recommend is because if you claw amount of days, hours, years, you will get tendonitis in your fingers, and it will hurt a lot. But I also would recommend it if you do not have enough money. I've heard a lot of players, especially Optic Scumpy, he has a Scuf. It's just he doesn't use the paddles, he uses his claw, and he's actually one of the best Call of Duty players there is, and he uses claw. But I haven't heard that if he's gotten tendonitis yet or anything like that. But he hasn't complained any at all for getting his fingers all cramped up. And I mean, I would recommend that too if you have no money. But I would also recommend for this Black Ops 3 season, change your settings to bumper jumper. It would automatically get you a lot better. That means if you do that, instead of jumping on your X, you're jumping on your L1 button, and your aim and everything's still the same. But whenever your L1 button is changed, then that means your X is your tactical grenades. So yeah, guys, that's really about my review. I would definitely check in more videos on which controller is better, which controller you would get, what is, I mean, they do the same thing, as you guys can tell. It's just the brand that you're buying. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and as always, this has been your boy Rezik. See ya.